Hello and welcome to Across TV. Joining me now are two interesting gentlemen. On my right is Alexander Otto. Thank you so much for joining us, Alexander. Consumer behavior is changing so fast. What can retailers and shopping centers do to meet the expectations?
Well, I guess the customer expectations at the moment are almost endless and steadily changing and growing, and that's why I think at the moment really to intensify research, to really collaborate, to work together much closely, and we really see a fundamental change in the past years, how we look at data. In the past, let us just look a couple of years back, people did regular customer surveys, sometimes counted foot traffic almost by hand. Today a lot of it is automated. We look at heat maps, how do people move around shopping centers, which stores do they visit together in one visit. So a lot of this information is suddenly available and we have to make the most of it to really make sure that we meet the expectations of the customers. And that's broken down to really individual preferences. So it's a big task that's ahead of us, and I think what's very important for this is really collaboration, that everybody in the industry is talking to each other. We are all getting flooded with new technologies, with new ideas, but really to pick the relevant ones out. That is really the key task.
Yeah, one keyword is innovation, and it's a good keyword for Stephan Jung. He's the chairman of the new innovation group. Stephan, why did you launch this group and what are your plans?
Yeah, we launched the group because, like Alexander said, the customer expectations are changing faster and faster, and retailers, shopping center managers need to be more innovative, they need to be faster, they need to understand what the customer expects. It's not about buying a product, it's about everything around the customer, and innovation is key. We want to foster and promote, but also inform our members of ICSC about innovation. We will set up some platforms, share best practice, scout interesting stories, and so share that with all our members.
Some members have labs, for example, in Silicon Valley. What can we learn from these labs?
Yeah, it's interesting. More and more companies, they start testing things, and this is innovation. Innovation means to test things, to find out what works, what doesn't work, to adapt the concept. So in the future we will be always on the move. We need to understand change is the new normal, and it's good to be connected with this crazy, powerful valley where the Googles and Facebooks are having new ideas every day.
Alexander, ECE is a major European player. How do you find and collect these innovative ideas from around the globe?
Well, for us, it's important really to test a lot of ideas from around the globe, and we do this in so-called future labs. At some of our shopping centers, we really test a whole bunch of new ideas. Some, of course, very basic that a lot of people do. How do we improve our shopping center app? How do we provide better Wi-Fi services? But some of them somewhat innovative and a little bit crazy, like we also testing a robot, for example, now to talk to the customer as a source of information. At the moment it's more a fun thing for a lot of people to see in the stores, but really to see how do people react, and they're quite interesting ideas, and some of the things that are doing well we really are implementing, and on the other hand things that are not doing so well we put aside and maybe look at a couple of years later. Now, in addition to this, we also opened offices in China now. We do architecture in China. We look at around a lot of the new concepts that are being built there, because this is really the most growing market globally. And it's really, there are a lot of interesting ideas that we can also use for new shopping centers here in Europe.
Stephan, will the omni-channel revolution change the industry?
Well, I would call it an omni-channel evolution, but we need to understand that our customer is already omni, and he expects our retailers, our shopping centers, but also the pure online players to become an omni-channel platform. So he wants to switch between those channels, and he wants to do that very easy and smooth without hearing, this is not possible, we cannot offer it to that price. So omni-channel means we need to connect those worlds together, and it's not something online versus offline. It is online together with offline. This is omni-channel, and the customer is already there, and we should follow him quite quickly.
Stephan Jung, thank you so much, and Alexander Otto, thank you so much for the interview. Thank you for watching Across TV. See you next time.